Hey, what's up, everyone? So today I still have not come up with a slogan of what to say at the very beginning of the video and the very end, but I'm sure that will come with time. Today's topic, I wanted to talk about being uncomfortable and how that can be used as a type of training mechanism or exercise for your being. So not just for, let's say, for an example, not just for one specific part of the body. For an example would be exercising. So let's say that you're exercising a specific muscle group. That doesn't even matter, because if you exercise until failure, you're ultimately training your mind. And it's mostly also, not just making the part of the body more, muscly or showy. It's more also about putting calluses into your brain, into your mind. Um, so a very good example would be meditating for very long periods of time. Whenever you're like, okay, this needs to be, I feel like I'm now wasting time, or I feel like I could be doing something better, and you're just still there doing the meditation. Another example would be taking a cold shower, because it's uncomfortable, and it's just, especially during colder times, I wouldn't recommend starting cold showers during the winter. It would be very smart to start, during the summer, and then just keep going all the way until the winter. That's progress, and that's how you don't get sick. But not just risking getting sick. Risking anything is, to some extent, it's pretty bad. But right now we're talking about being uncomfortable and how that can be good for you. And of course, a lot of people, you hear people say, "Oh, you need to get out of your comfort zone." That's something that you hear a lot. Um, but yeah, doing an intense workout, you want it to end, like running, if you want to keep on making, a personal record or something like that. You just, get to that point where you're like, feeling great in the beginning, and then in the middle or near the end, you just reach that breaking point where you just can't keep going. And if you keep going, you reach that second wind, and that's literally training the mind at its finest. But yeah, training the mind is very important, especially because whenever you get to real situations where you um, have to do something for long periods of time, where it, being work or something. I don't know how old you are, if you are still in school, or if you are in a university, where it comes to doing homework, or anything that involves maybe even working from home. It would have to involve, sticking to a certain uh, part to progress, work or school related, for very long periods of time. And it could be draining. It can absolutely be draining. You have to realize what burnout is, and you have to use it to, you need to be mindful of burnout, and you need to use it to your advantage. So rest is important, like I've mentioned in the videos before this one. Rest is very important, and it's also very important to work as well, whether it being exercise or actual work. It's very important to move forward. And so training the mind helps with that a lot. It Whenever you get to those points, you've if you've built some, callusi in the brain or in the mind, like I was speaking about earlier, those moments will seem like nothing. That they will seem a lot, maybe not like nothing, depending on how hard or draining it is. But you will feel like it is a lot easier, for sure. Because life is not easy, and if you keep putting yourself in uncomfortable spots, life will become more tolerable. And ultimately, that's what I'm trying to do with this channel. And That's pretty much the topic for today, which is, uncomfortable for this video in specifically, doing stuff that makes you uncomfortable. What are things that make you uncomfortable? Taking cold showers, doing exercise, meditating, reading. All of these things make you uncomfortable and are good for you. Doing house chores, listening to your parents talk about whatever they want to talk about, listening to siblings talk about whatever they want to talk about, or cousins, any family. Doesn't even have to be a blood relative, just someone that cares for you, and you can give them your loyalty, your honesty. For long periods of time, of course, that'll make anyone uncomfortable, but it is good for you. And this goes for all of these things: maintaining a clean environment, um, maintaining a clean mindset. And by clean mindset, it would have to be, semen retention, abstaining not from only masturbating, but also, if you're a guy, but also from porn altogether, not even watching or consuming any of that for very long periods of time. That will make you uncomfortable, especially if you're used to doing that type of stuff. But I promise you that these things will make life more tolerable. And I guarantee it. I really do. So thank you so much for watching this far. And know that I will always love you. Bye.